For this I was born.
It's okay, yeah. And he just said that he wanted to tell her to sit. He said that because he hasn't been telling her to sit, so he's doing fantastic. And like I said, if they lay down, we'll allow it. So we're teaching them to be still. Basically gonna teach them to like be still, to more or less meditate. That way they won't be so impulsive. Good job with her, very good. Okay, so obviously watch your stepping here. But we're gonna start off by making it very clear to the dogs that touch is a release. So this is why I said I don't want you to touch them. You can touch them if you need to push their butt down to enforce your will, but otherwise don't pet them, because touch hereafter is going to be a release.
For this I was born.
My name is ErwinValderramos, and I'm the dog messiah, lover of dogs and persons. Watch, I show
For
you.
this I came into the world.
So let's start off by just walk her around, please. Touch her, good, and then start to walk. Maybe turn to the left here, please. Good job. Good, good, good. Very good leash handling. Good, good, good.
Dad, pay attention.
Perfect, yeah. Yeah. He popped up on you, so apply pressure, please. Yeah, don't ask him to sit, just apply that pressure. You did it. Yeah. Look at you, Trig. Your timing is good, Trig. Good job, buddy. Your timing is good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just keep applying that pressure. Good job. Come to a stop with her, please. Perfect. That's a fast sit. Keep applying pressure. Use your other hand to push her butt down if you need to. You did it. So Trig, I have to commend you. Yeah, I have to congratulate you. You did. Your timing was amazing. The moment that dog's butt got up, you were on it. I appreciate it. Yes, that's perfect.
She's gonna be she's had some training, so she's
okay.
Yeah, she'll be a little bit easier to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be understanding pretty well. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and walk without touching her and without telling her to stay, keeping the leash in your hand. Please walk around her counterclockwise, the way you're going. Perfect. Perfect. Good, okay. Can you walk away from her and drop the leash? Good. Perfect.
Those are gonna be bad for the tiny dogs.
Perfect. Good job. Good job there. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Yes, please. Stand with her at your left. Now, before you grab the leash or anything, step forward, please, without touching her. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's perfect, though. So she fixed herself. All right, that was perfect. Had she not fixed herself, you would have calmly grabbed the leash and applied pressure.
Right, to make her sit.
Yes, ma'am. Now, what I want you to do, Karen, this is very important. You're probably already going to do this. You're going to step back into her with her at your left at heel, okay? And then you're going to not make it obvious that you're going to pick up that leash. This is important.
Okay.
So you're going to ideally reach down with your left hand, pet her under the chin. Perfect. With your right hand, it would have been. You did it perfectly. So you see the pet of under the chin is going to distract from what you're grabbing. Yep. So we want to be very, this is why I use these light, skinny, thin leashes. These are actually for kittens, is because the lighter the equipment is, the faster we get to off-leash results. Okay. And look how monstrously big, especially her, these dogs are. These collars are not the ones recommended by the manufacturer, but they're more than enough. I think they work so much better. Yes. And again, they're not as heavy as the other ones, although these are pretty substantial. These particular collars. Okay, very good. So she did that very well. So I guess what we're going to do then is we're gonna swap dogs out, because she's just even being calm on the leash. Okay. So you want to take her?
Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's switch. So look, but before that, so Karen, yes, you understand the mistake.
Yeah.
You didn't touch her. Yes. So we want to be very clear with our communication. But guess what? You figured it out as soon as I said something. So go ahead and touch her, and then hand her to Trig, please.
Do I touch her? Was I supposed to touch her?
No, you're doing good.
Now you go make her go.
Perfect.
Over there.
Now, very good. Good, good, good. Perfect. What a pretty girl. Perfect. Now you're going to apply pressure. Perfect. Good. So you did good there, and she started sitting down very quickly for you. But what I want to do is I want to focus on whenever you apply pressure, I don't want you to pump or throttle. Okay. So there you did, like, and I'm nitpicking, okay? No, so you're going to, you're doing great overall, yeah. So you're going to just sustain the pressure until she puts her butt on the ground. Okay. So this is important because the dogs, we're teaching them how to remove pressure, the stress, and again, teaching how to stop physical pressure will result in them understanding how to stop psychological, emotional pressure, you know, and if you know what you're doing with your dogs, you're applying physical, psychological, and emotional pressure, okay? Good, good, good. So very good. You did that very well. So now what we're going to do, and you've probably done this with some of the dogs before, so this might be something that you already understand, but I'm just going to explain it really quickly. We're going to do leash taming. So when you touch her and you start to walk, the goal is going to be to turn on her, catching her off guard.
Okay.
So some trainers will pat their leg to give the dog a heads up that they're going to turn. We don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay. We don't want the dog to become dependent on you basically being their GPS.
Okay.
We want them to be attentive.
Okay.
They don't have to pay that much attention if you pat your leg, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to touch, you're going to walk, and you're going to go in the opposite direction.
Okay.
So let's say that they start to, good job, let's apply pressure.
I got what you're saying.
So they start to walk ahead of you, you immediately turn 180 degrees. They go to the left, you go to the right. They go east, you go west. They go southwest, you go northeast.
Okay.
Okay? Now when you do it, you want to turn as quickly as possible, ideally catching them off guard.
Okay.
Trying to keep them at your left-hand side. When they turn with you, I would chant the word good, 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 good.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
Okay.
Right as they walk alongside you. Then the next step, because you're a little advanced, is going to be this. When I tell you to stop, I'm probably going to ask you to slow down first, but I want you to slow down. So even if I say stop, I don't want you to stop abruptly. I want you to start coming to a stop, taking like 2 slower steps, each one progressively slower. And then as you come to a stop, as you take your last step, you're going to apply pressure so that they start gliding into a sit.
Okay.
And she had a really beautiful glide in to sit there. Okay.
Tell her to lay down.
No, don't tell her to lay down, please. Thank you for asking. But no, we want them to sit. Being sat up, she's, believe it or not, more in tune than this one. This one is kind of just like, okay, I'm ready for the next step. This one is too, all right? So go ahead and touch her, please, in between the eye and the ear and start to walk. Good, good, good. Good. Now nip at her. Nip at her. So you're not going to do pressure. You're going to just...
No.
Good.
Nip.
No, so just nip, nip, nip. So let me show you.
Like that?
Yeah, so look. Good, good, good. Perfect.
All right.
So I was just going to start nipping. Perfect. Kind of like getting stung by a bee. Just harassing the hell out of her, okay? Good job. Good, good, good. Good. Handsome. Good, good, good. Good. Come this way, please. If she slows down, you're going to want to speed up. And if she speeds up, you're going to want to slow down. Yes? Got to be careful here. Good, good, good. Okay, start to slow down. You're going to come to a stop and start to apply pressure. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Now, go ahead and touch her, please. And I want you to walk this way. Maybe come back to the position you're in by making a square with all lefts. Perfect. Good. Perfect. Good, good, good. Make that next left. Good. Speed up a little bit on her, please. Good, good, good. Make another left. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Good. Perfect. Now make a left, and I want you to come to a stop right where you were at again. Slow down, and then come to a stop, please. Perfect. You did that perfectly. You did that perfectly. Okay. Now the next step, we're going to do a rotation, just like you did with her. You're going to go counterclockwise.
Okay.
So without touching her. So start moving. If she rises, you're not going to say the word. You're going to apply pressure. And 2 things. Ideally, you want to continue your movement.
Okay.
A smart dog will learn that if they rise, they're going to interrupt whatever action you're doing.
Okay.
Right?
So continue what I'm doing.
In a perfect world, yes, I know it's tough. And you're going to just apply pressure. If she were, so apply pressure. Good job. Perfect. And maybe just try without pushing her butt down. I think she's probably getting it. Good. Apply pressure. Perfect. That was perfect. And even in that situation there, you'll see it on video, you kind of pumped, but guess what? That was perfect. That's exactly what you should have done. Right? Good job. She's doing amazing. She's such a beautiful girl. Apply pressure. Good job.
Kind of the wrong angle though, right?
Yep. Eventually apply pressure. Eventually any angle will be fine. Yes? Perfect. Perfect. Apply pressure there. Perfect. Perfect. And she's not doing perfect. You're doing perfect. Stop right next to her, please. Okay. Now touch her, please. Give her another little trot right around here. And you're going to come to a stop right over here. Perfect. Good job. Start to slow down. Come to a stop. And start to apply pressure. Perfect. I like that you didn't use your hand that time. If you think you can get away without using your hand, that's what you want to do, yes?
Yeah.
So now walk around her tightly, please. And if she stands up, you're just going to apply pressure straight up. Don't apply pressure prematurely. Good job. Perfect. Apply pressure.
There's the interruption.
And just don't, perfect. Yes. Yes, sir.
With the dogs on the other side of the street. There.
Oh, I love that. I wish there was more of that. Hell, I wish there was. I almost thought about bringing a dog with me as
Just
a
wait,
distraction.
Ringo's not out yet.
Yeah. What? Wingo?
Ringo?
Okay.
It's our chocolate lab that sits there and barks at the dog.
That'd be perfect, man.
Yeah.
All right. So you did that really well. One thing I gotta mention though, Karen, is try to stay in your position when you're applying pressure.
And not move
even
back?
yes, but even if they're moving back, you try to hold still, because what will happen is, so that's the way I teach a dog to walk backwards.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how you would teach a dog to actually like walk back on a heel, by doing that exact behavior there. Okay. Very good. Go ahead and touch her. Take 3 steps and then come to a stop. Perfect. Perfect. I like how you caught her off guard. That was perfect. Okay. Now walk around her again, please. Good. Good. Good stay. Good stay. Apply pressure. Good stay. Good. Good stay. Good, 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 good. Perfect. And I stand right next to her, please. Don't touch her. And I know you're being quiet and silent. Oop,
But, oh, sorry.
you gotta be careful. It's okay.
Tell her
You gotta
to
be
stay.
silent, because I'm here and I'm directing and dictating. But yes, every time you heard me say good, good stay, is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be bombarding them with those goods,
Okay.
with that affection, that sunshine, while they're maintaining their position. The moment they get up, you don't say or no. You just apply pressure. You get silent, so you remove the praise, and then you apply pressure until they sit back down. Okay. So in a perfect world, this is the way that it would be done each time. So each time they train, I would have somebody hold the other 2 dogs while you do a little bit of the training with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So ideally, for this next, until we meet again, you should be the only one doing this leash handling,
Okay.
because we just want to build consistency
Okay.
initially.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we want to do for sure. So now go ahead and touch her, take her to dad, and now we're going to grab Atlas. And again, it's perfectly all right if she's sitting down. I think that dog does outweigh you, Trig. She looks, no offense, buddy, she looks bigger than you though. No, her.
Yeah.
Lizzo. She just looks so big. Good job, Dad. Go ahead and apply pressure. Just constant pressure up towards your right shoulder blade. Good, good, good. Apply pressure. Perfect, perfect pressure. So you see, it's just finding that angle.
Yeah.
Kind of like tuning in those old-timey radios, you know, where you gotta like turn the dial to get it at the right spot. That perfect. That's it. And again, when I say perfect, I'm talking about her timing, her handling. Not necessarily that the dog is making mistakes is actually also perfect, because you don't learn unless you make mistakes. Okay, so very good. So you're doing that. You're handling that very well. And again, if he were to lay down, perfectly all right. In fact, if the dog lays down on you in this context when you're training, perfectly all right. When the dog rises, I would say good, up, sit, and acknowledge that behavior. Yes? So very good. Very good. Go apply pressure. Perfect. You did it. Oh, and you can be the judge on whether or not you think you need to remove a link or not.
Yeah.
Seems to be working okay there. Go ahead and touch him, please, and then start to walk. Watching your step. Good. Good, 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 good. And again, I know you're being silent because I'm dictating, but every time that when you watch this video, you hear me talking, good, 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 that's when I would be praising. I think that dog's just gonna be big. His head is already, almost, no offense, but his head looks too damn big for his body. He got a big old head on him, big noodle. Good, good, good.
It's almost the same size as
Good,
your head.
good.
It's huge. You did that beautifully, okay?
Sit, Atlas.
I just got lost in the dog's beauty.
Good,
The
good,
dog's
good.
head is so massive, especially when you see the side profile. And it's just gigantic, yeah? Almost looked like it got stung by a bee. Good, good, good. Big head. Okay, very good. You did that beautifully. Now you're going to touch him, walk forward, turn to the right 180 degrees, please. So, okay, that's okay. You're keeping him in the stay, and I'm with it. So go there you go. Stand right next to him. Good stay. Perfect. Perfect timing. Touch him. Now start to walk, and then you're going to turn 180 degrees in the opposite direction. Good. So that was 90 degrees. You're going to turn. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Good, 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 good. Good. Now turn to the right. Perfect. 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 Good, 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 good.
Jeez, Mom, you're killing it.
Then no, you're doing
Not
good.
going fast enough.
Exactly. Start to slow down, and you're gonna come to a stop, please.
Okay.
Turn back towards me, though, please. No, yes, for sure. Slow down and come to a stop. Good job. Apply pressure. Perfect. Hold them at a sit there because I have to say something to you. These dogs are doing way better than average. Your handling is way better than average. This is fantastic. Okay?
Thank you.
Better than I expected. So there's good and bad with that. If they weren't doing as good, then this situation is perfect. But because they're doing so well, this situation is not perfect. So what I mean by that, okay, Karen, is this. So I'm gonna come back out here for a good down. It's okay if he lays down for our next class. But please, you at least, even if it's just once every 3 days, and I know you can't do all 3 of them yet. You probably don't want to. It'd probably be a lot. But please, if you're just gonna go get gas, load one of them up. I do this all the time when I go get gas, and I'll get gas, and while I'm getting gas, I cut a dog loose and I just train the dog in the parking lot.
Okay. Okay.
And for me, it works out because I'm a dog trainer. So
Right,
yeah, I'm a
right.
dog trainer. Look me up, yeah.
Right.
But for you, it'll still work out because the reason that I'm saying this is because they're excelling far beyond what they need to.
Okay.
Well, how they should be. So by you taking them off property, even to like Runger Park or any one of these places,
Okay.
for again 3 to 5 minute training session,
Okay.
you're going to challenge them.
That can be done daily for sure.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I can do that daily.
Even if you go out there, do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you go out there, the other 2 should be kenneled or should be put up. The wrong thing to do would be to go work with one out there while these other 2 are bickering with one another
absolutely
and you not being able to deal it.
Yeah.
Some people would think, well, I can just yell the word no. You got to be physical right now. We're still at the beginning. So they need to just be worked off-site where they're going to be distracted by smells or other things, yes?
Okay.
And there's a possibility, if not the next lesson, the following one, I will bring a dog out here as a distraction.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah, maybe I'll bring my Ochatka or something. That dog is huge.
Riding the dog.
Yeah, she's so damn big. He's gonna be massive though. His head is so big. So again, the reason for this is to challenge him. It's kind of like when you have a kid and you have to move him into advanced classes because it's boring if they're not being challenged.
Right.
So we need to challenge them, and not only them, but your handling as well.
Okay.
Okay, very, very important. And from what I'm seeing, your handling is superb. Good job, very good.
I
Okay.
think it's because he's lazy.
Yeah, but see, if we're out in public though, like let's say you're at the park or somewhere else, he's going to be distracted.
Absolutely.
So keep in mind, this is where I part company with a lot of trainers. A lot of trainers will say, when you first start training your dog, find a distraction-free place to train them. Well, I disagree. I go heavy distractions from the very first training session. It makes it a lot more difficult on me. But if your handling is right and proper, the dog sees their way through it. And then you don't have to do what other trainers do, which is called proofing, where you introduce distractions at a later date.
Okay.
And then you're just giving a ton of corrections.
Right.
Yeah, which right now there's no corrections being doled out. Everything that we've been doing with them has been a reinforcement. So for example, if she were to rise and he applies pressure to get her back into the sit, that is not a correction, it is a reinforcement. Now, same context though, this is why we don't want to pump or nip, because the nipping, if she were to rise and he were to start nipping at her, would be appropriate for her level of understanding. It would be, not for them yet.
Yeah.
For her it would be, but she would take that would be communicated as a correction.
Okay.
So in the context of healing, when they're at your left-hand side, nipping is reinforcement, reminding. No different than them nipping the back of cattle to get them to move a certain direction.
Right.
Herding, Herding, okay? And the reason you don't want to do a full-on bite, so there's 2 things I probably should have said at the beginning. A bite is what we're using to get them to sit, which is sustained pressure. A nip is just a quick little pop, 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 pop. So if you touch him right now and start to walk forward and he doesn't walk like Coy did, you're gonna nip. So you're gonna pester with, they don't even have to be hard, just pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
until he gets up, until he gets just annoyed, yes?
Yeah.
So that's what we would do. So in that context, the nip is, look at that, perfect. You did that perfectly. Good. Turn to the right, please. Good job. Good.
The dogs are enjoying it too, I think.
Yeah, I think they are. Slow down, please, and come to a stop. Good. Very good. Now walk around him, please. You know, I just think he just decides that this is what he has to do. Because when he's walking, yeah, he's walking slow, but he's just like relegated himself to, okay, I can't pull ahead.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, if we were working them out there,
There's a dog
he
there.
or he might just want to walk because he's going to want to go sniff and smell, yes?
Yep.
So we just have to kind of kick up what we're doing with them in in that context, yes? Beautiful dog. Good, good, good. Okay, stand next to him. Now, this is very important, this next thing. So whenever you're training with them, whenever you come back to them at heel, you want to pause at least 3 seconds before you acknowledge.
Okay.
If you get right next to the dog and immediately touch them, well, you're going to inadvertently condition them that they're going to be released upon your return.
Okay.
That's not the deal.
Okay.
We pause 3 seconds if we're going to, and then we can touch to get them to walk again afterwards, okay? 3 seconds.
All right.
If you do drop the leash, so with her, obviously, you do want to drop the leash and challenge her.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say that you drop the leash and you walk away and you bounce the ball, and that's enough to get her to rise. If she rises, you don't say the word no, you just walk up to her, step on the leash if you have to, grab the leash and apply pressure, more or less take her back to where she was at if you have to, but apply pressure, only saying good, sit, stay when she complies. We don't say the word no or anything.
Right.
The word no has to be like a nuclear bomb.
Okay.
It won't be if you're saying it all the time.
Right.
Like we discussed that in the first class. So keep that in mind. With them, you won't have to toss balls. With you know, they're just going to get up. When they get up, and you're going to be able to use your pressure the same way. Step on the leash and apply pressure. When you drop the leash, though, when you come back to them, pause for 3 seconds before you grab the leash, and then when you grab the leash, you're going to pet and grab. So you're doing kind of like sleight of hand, like a magician.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and touch him, take 3 or 4 steps, and then come to an abrupt stop, please. Good, good. So nip him. Good, 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 good. Yeah, they're doing that very well. They just need a harder. I should have gone with my gut instinct. I should have brought a dog with me. I mean, because
all right.
hell, I could have kept the dog in the van. You wouldn't even know the dog was with me. They're just doing very, very well. I really thought we were gonna have calamity because there's 3 major dogs. But you've done such a fantastic job rearing them.
We've actually taken them for a 3-group walk. My brother has one on the scooter, and they've done pretty well.
Okay.
There's not a pushing or a pulling competition as he was in the front. You know how usually that happens.
Yeah.
It hasn't been many walks, but there's been the dogs that have been barking.
Yep.
They pay a little bit of attention. We give them a little bit of a yank and
Yep.
tell them to come back this way. And,
Okay.
you know, so,
Perfect.
Yeah.
So in the future, you would just yank and then praise
Yep.
when they do come back
Yes,
this way.
yes, say good,
Do you
good, come.
exactly?
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of times people will say, you know, well, if I walk up to my dog to feed him and I show him the bowl, I won't give him the food until he sits. So I tell him to sit and he'll do it really quickly. I guarantee you, in that same context, you walk up to that dog and don't say the word sit. The dog's gonna sit really fast because he's gonna start offering gestures,
Correct.
offering behaviors to get that food.
Yes.
You see?
Yep.
And I tell you the truth, omitting the verbal command and then praising them when they do it and then feeding them has a long-lasting behavioral effect that telling them doesn't. The long-lasting behavioral effect there is because they feel like a good boy or a good girl. They feel like they can outsmart you.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I got to figure it out. All I got to do is put my butt on the ground. She's going to feed me.
yes.
Do you see what I mean? So they feel good about themselves as opposed to being bossed around. Think about this. If every time you got into the vehicle, somebody next to you, the passenger, would always say, hey, put your seatbelt on before you even have a chance to reach for it. It's only a matter of time before you're going to get annoyed. Stop telling me.
Doesn't
I know.
work. Doesn't work.
All right.
I do it for
Oh,
years.
you with him
I
all the
don't
time.
have to tell 'em.
All right. But so again,
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
so that's the behavior. So then one last thing, and we're all 3 going to do this.
Everybody else.
Very important, okay? So we're going to teach them go bananas. That's their at ease command. Now this is important. After we say go bananas, we want to get excited and they're allowed to stand up, do whatever they want to do within reason. We don't want to apply any pressure, nip or bite. We want to give them at least, 30 seconds of freedom. And then after maybe 30 seconds or so of freedom, perfect, Karen. So see, that was a distraction.
Yeah.
Perfect, and you handled it beautifully, okay? So after that, then you can take the leash off. You don't want to get in the habit of saying go bananas and then immediately taking the leash and collar off.
Okay.
Because that's going to teach them the leash and collar off means I get to go away.
Okay.
I get to run crazy.
Okay.
And let's say that the collar, they scratch at the collar and they manage to pop it off. Well, now you're going to have a dog that thinks, okay, collar's off, it's on.
Yeah.
Okay? Awesome. That's a good distraction. Very, very good. Hello. And they can stay laying down. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch their left shoulder blade with our right hand, ideally. Okay, we're going to do 2 fingers like this. We're going to touch their left shoulder blade, and then we're going to swipe down and say go bananas. We're going to swipe go bananas.
Go bananas. Go bananas.
Perfect. So it would be go bananas, just like that. Yes. Hello.
Let go.
Good, 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 good. Yeah.
Go bananas.
Look at that. He sat down for you. What a blessing. Good, 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 good.
So they do. We've been teaching her.
How fantastic. Man, I'm so glad I caught that.
He's very good at that.
You know, because he's just high handsome. You know, he doesn't, I don't think he's necessarily competing for rank. I think these two are. But look at that. And that.
See, and look at the two of them. They're kissing each
Yeah,
other.
I gotta tell you the truth. That just warms my heart to no end.
But see,
I'm so
this
excited.
can happen out here.
Right.
But in the house, when the two of them are like that, if they're close and they're kissing, maybe
Right.
when they're more relaxed, that's when the that's when something happens.
Okay, so and that leads me to the next thing. So you know how I said about working them off property? So working them out here it's beneficial too, Karen. But may I tell you, good sit, please. And you've situated your house where it's kind of conducive to having big dogs, yes?
Yeah.
Please work them inside the house.
As well.
If you really want to be hardcore about it, the way to do it.
Inside the house as well.
Yes,
all
of course.
This, okay?
Same thing this way, yes? If you really want to be hardcore about it, what I would do is I would take one dog to the bed, put the dog on the bed without telling them anything, telling them good bed, and every time that dog rises from the bed while you're training the other one, you go and you place them back on the bed.
Okay.
Right? And I know that can be difficult to do with 3 dogs.
That can be. Then you just put one in kennel time.
Exactly, if that's what you have to do, yes?
That's what you have to do. 'Cause
But working them inside the house is extremely important,
don't tell
okay?
them. No commands, remember?
Yeah, and if you show them the ball, he's going to go into it. Let's go ahead and take their leashes off of them now, though, please.
You want the collars off too?
It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
Ready? And we'll give him the leash.
Perfect. Look at that beautiful dog. Man, he's gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't take this
Did
off.
you see? I'll get that after. Did you see how well he fetched?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Typical Corso.
Some dogs, you know, some dogs it just doesn't. That you throw something and they think you're throwing it away, so why do I want it?
Yeah, they'll
Right.
throw it. They'll,
Good,
they'll
good, good,
fetch
good.
sometimes, but not. They're not constant fetchers.
Okay, they did amazing. So I'm gonna have to think it through, and I need to challenge them a little bit more. But you know what? You also did amazing, Karen, handling them, and Dad and your son did too. Amazing, keeping them at a sit. So all that contributed to them making it look very, very easy.
Yeah.
Very beautiful dogs. Look at that. Well, she wants it. Now he wants it too. Awesome, huh? Thank you all so much for watching, especially since you stuck around until the very end. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and paw the bell so you'll be notified when I upload the next video. I think maybe in the next class I'm going to bring a dog or 2 out. Good, good, good. Power.